Good morning to all of you. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. How are you all? Okay. My audio and video are clear? Audio and video are clear to all of you? Okay, good. Good. So far, we completed root, stem, leaf, flower, and fruit. Okay. Before we are going to talk about the seed, let us recall the important aspects of yesterday's topic, that is fruit. Okay. What is fruit? What is fruit? Yes, very good. Ripened ovary or mature ovary after fertilization, ovary becomes fruit. Correct? After fertilization, ovary becomes fruit. Good. In which group of plants fruits are formed? In which group of plants fruits are formed? Yes, angiosperms. The one and only group of plants which bear fruits are angiosperms. No other group produce fruits except angiosperms. Yes. Is there any method to produce fruit without ovary? Yes. What is that method? Ovary also becomes fruit generally after fertilization. Correct? Even without fertilization also, ovary becomes fruit. Can you say what is the name of that method? Very good, very good. That is important also. Parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpy. What is parthenocarpy? Development of ovary into fruit without fertilization. Yes. Can you give one example of parthenocarpic fruits? Can you give one example of parthenocarpic fruit? Very good. Banana. Banana is an example for parthenocarpic fruit. Yes. What is the speciality of the parthenocarpic fruits? Is it seeds are produced inside the fruit? Is it seeds are produced inside the fruit? No. Very good. They are seedless. Parthenocarpic fruits are seedless. In order to induce parthenocarpy artificially, what are used nowadays? In order to induce Parthenocarpy, what are used? Yes, plant hormones or phytohormones are used. Plant hormones or phytohormones are used. Can you give example, one or two examples of plant hormones that are used to induce parthenocarpy? Auxins, gibberellins. Good, very good. Good. Right. Fruits are divided into basically how many types? Fruits are divided into how many types? Very good, very good. What are they? What are they? True fruits and false fruits. True fruits and false fruits. Okay. What is a true fruit? What is a true fruit? A fruit which develops only from the ovary is called true fruit. A fruit which develops only from the ovary is called true fruit. Very good. Then what is false fruit? This is very important. What is false fruit? What is false fruit? A fruit which develops from other parts of the flower, such as thalamus, calyx, etc., along with the ovary, is known as true fruit. Sorry, false fruit. Yes, absolutely right. So, false fruit develops from other parts of the flower along with the ovary. Can you give examples of false fruits? Can you give examples of false fruit? Apple, strawberry, cashew are examples of false fruits. Apple, strawberry, and cashew. In all these three fruits, false fruit develops from which part? In all these three fruits, false fruit develops from which part? Thalamus. Thalamus. What is thalamus? The swollen tip of the pedicel. The swollen tip of the pedicel is called thalamus. Yes. Okay. Next. A true fruit contains how many parts? A true fruit contain how many parts? Two parts. They are fruit wall plus seed. Fruit wall. What is the technical name of the fruit wall? What is the technical name of the fruit wall? Pericarp. Fruit wall is known as pericarp. So pericarp plus seeds is equal to true fruit. True fruit is equal to pericarp plus seeds. Okay. Pericarp may be fleshy or dry, correct? Pericarp may be fleshy or dry. Yes. In which type of pericarp? The pericarp is differentiated into three parts, three layers. The pericarp is differentiated into three layers. In which type of pericarp? Very good. Fleshy. Fleshy. When pericarp is fleshy, it is differentiated into three layers. What are they? What are the three layers? Outer epicarp, middle mesocarp, inner endocarp. Outer epicarp, middle mesocarp, inner endocarp. Correct? Yes. Now I will ask two important questions now. What is the edible part of the mango? What is the edible part of the mango? Most of them are giving correct answers, but some are giving wrong answers. The edible part of mango is fleshy mesocarp. Fleshy mesocarp is the edible part of mango. Okay. What is the name of the fruit of the mango? What is the name of the fruit of mango? I told you already. Drupe. Drupe. Can you say other example of the drupe? I told you one example, that is mango. Can you give another example? Coconut. Very good. The fruit of coconut and mango is called drupe, a type of stony fruits, because endocarp is hard and stony. Hence it is called stony fruit, stone fruits. Okay. Finally, the true fruits are divided into how many types? The true fruits are divided into how many types? Three types. True fruits are divided into three types. What are the three types of true fruits? Simple fruits. Okay. Aggregate fruits. Aggregate fruits and composite fruits. Composite fruits, aggregate fruits, and composite fruits. Now tell me, what is a simple fruit? A fruit which developed from monocarpellary or multicarpellary syncarpous gynoecium of a single flower is called simple fruit. A fruit which developed from monocarpellary or multicarpellary syncarpous gynoecium of a single flower is called simple fruit. These are divided into two types. What are they? Fleshy fruits and dry fruits. Fleshy fruits and dry fruits. Correct. Then tell me, what is aggregate fruit? What is aggregate fruit? The fruit which develops from Epocarpus gynoecium of the single flower is called aggregate fruit. Epocarpus gynoecium of a single flower, all the carpels remains free. It is called epocarpus. Okay? Custard apple, best example of aggregate fruit. Then what is composite fruit or multiple fruit? A fruit which developed from entire inflorescence, whole inflorescence is called composite fruit. A fruit which developed from total inflorescence and entire inflorescence is called as composite fruit. These composite fruits are divided into two types. What are they? One is Syconus and the second one is Sorosis. Syconus and Sorosis. So this is the content about fruit, students. Yesterday we discussed regarding this. Now we are going to discuss about the next one, that is the seed. The seed. Yes, the seed. What is seed? What is seed? A ripened ovule or mature ovule is called seed. After fertilization, ovule becomes seed. After fertilization, ovule becomes seed. Therefore, you can say like this also. Fertilized ovule is called seed. Ripened ovule is called seed. After fertilization, ovule becomes seed generally. Seeds are also formed without fertilization. Such phenomena is called apomixis. Seed formation without fertilization is known as apomixis. Usually after fertilization, ovules become seeds. But in some species, example grasses, in some species, seeds are also formed even without fertilization. This phenomena is called apomixis, and such seeds are called apomictic seeds. Such seeds are called apomictic seeds. Are you following, everyone? What is meant by apomixis? Very important word. What is meant by apomictic seed or apomixis? Seed formation without fertilization is called apomixis. Okay, I think you understand what is a seed in botanical terminology. Fertilized ovule, ripened ovule, a mature ovule. After fertilization, ovules become seed. This is called as the product of fertilized ovule is called seed. Even without fertilization, in some species, seeds are formed. That phenomena is called apomixis. Okay, clear. Now, in which group of plants seeds are formed? You know, I told you in the first class itself that there are 5 groups of plants in the plant kingdom on this earth. What are those 5 groups of plants? Algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, and angiosperms. Okay. See? So, kingdom Plantae or plant kingdom contain 5 groups of plants. These are algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms. Among these 5 groups of plants, seed producing plants are these 2 only. Seeds are not formed in algae, bryophytes and pteridophytes. Seeds are produced only in gymnosperms and angiosperms. Gymnosperms are first seed plants in evolution. First seed plants in evolution are gymnosperms, and advanced seed plants are angiosperms. Primitive seed plants are gymnosperms. Seed producing plants are commonly called as spermatophytes. seed producing plants are called spermatophytes. Okay, sperma means seed, phyton means plant, spermatophytes means seed producing plants. So seed producing plants are two groups, gymnosperms and angiosperms. First seed plants and last seed plant. Last means advanced seed plants. Okay, right. What is the difference between these two? Gymnosperms are called naked seeded plants. Gymnosperms are called naked seeded plants. Seeds are not covered by fruit wall and hence seeds are exposed to outside. In gymnosperms, there is no ovary. There is no ovary wall. Hence there is no fruit wall. Therefore, the seeds are exposed to outside. The seeds are exposed to outside. They are not covered by any wall. Hence they are visible externally. That is why they are called naked seeded plants. Gymnos, naked, not covered by anything. Sperma, seed. So naked seeded plants are gymnosperms. See, advanced plants are angiosperms. Angio, covering. Sperma, seed. Seeds are covered by fruit wall. Seeds are not exposed to outside. After cut open the fruit, then only seeds are visible. That means seeds are present inside the fruit in case of angiosperms. That is the basic difference. Gymnosperms contain seeds, but no fruits, no fruit wall, and hence the seeds are exposed to outside. Understand? Students, are you following? All of you? The seeds are exposed to outside because of lack of ovary wall or fruit wall. That is the major difference between gymno and angio. In case of angiosperms, the seeds are covered by fruit wall. But seeds are present in both gymnosperms and angiosperms. But fruits are present only in angiosperms. No fruits in gymnosperms. Seeds are present in gymno and angio, but fruits are present only in angio. Seeds plus fruits found in angiosperms. Only seeds, no fruits in gymnosperms. Hope you understand. Hope you understand, all of you. So, seeds are present in two groups of plants, gymnosperms and angiosperms. But fruits are present only in one group of plants, angiosperms. Here, as there is no fruit wall, ovary wall, lack of ovary wall, the seeds are exposed to outside. But in angiosperms, the seeds are covered by fruit wall. That means seeds are enclosed within the fruit. Okay, clear now. You understand where the fruits are formed, seeds are present. Okay, good. Next. A seed consisting of two parts. A seed consisting of two parts, namely, seed is equal to seed coat plus embryo. 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 Seed coat plus embryo is equal to seed. A seed contains two parts, namely seed coat plus embryo. Similarly, first point you understood. Inside the seed, embryo is present. That is the future plant. Embryo is present inside the seed. Generally, one seed contains one embryo. Generally, one seed contains one embryo. But occasionally, in some plants like citrus, mango, etc., one seed contains more than one embryo or several embryos. That is known as polyembryony. That is known as polyembryony. Generally, a seed contains single embryo. However, in some species, occasionally, rarely, may contain more than one embryo. Such phenomena is called polyembryony. Okay. Now, embryo contain two parts. Embryo contain two parts. Embryo is equal to embryonal axis. Embryonal axis plus cotyledons. Embryonal axis plus cotyledons is equal to embryo. Okay, no problem. You can ask your doubt. Please ask Dhananjay your doubt. Okay. Embryo is equal to embryonal axis plus cotyledons. Embryonal axis plus cotyledons. Okay, now this embryonal axis is known as tigellum. Embryonal axis is also known as tigellum. 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 Okay. Based on the number of cotyledons in the embryo, the seeds are divided into two types. Based on the number of cotyledons in the embryo, based on the number of cotyledons in the embryo, the seeds are divided into two types, namely dicot seed and monocot seed. Dicot seed, monocot seed. Yes, pericarp means fruit wall. Yesterday number of times I repeatedly told. Today also in the beginning. Pericarp means fruit wall. Okay. Seed coat. Sorry. The seeds are divided into two types based on the number of cotyledons in the embryo. They are dicot seed, monocot seed, or otherwise you can say dicotyledonous seed, monocotyledonous seed. Okay. Dicot seed contain two cotyledons. Two cotyledons. Whereas monocot seed contain one cotyledon. I am telling slowly, repeatedly. If you concentrate, you can understood easily. Okay? First you have to understand the content, then read repeatedly so that you can get the clarity. And all are very important regarding the NEET exam. Initially, it will take some time to understand. Okay? Number of cotyledons in the dicot seed. 2. Dicot seed. Monocot seed. 1 cotyledon. 1 cotyledon. Okay. Monocot seed contain 1 cotyledon. Dicot seed contain 2 cotyledons. Let us see dicot seed. Dicot seed. As I said, this contain 2 cotyledons. First of all, see, this is the dicot seed. Dicot seed. Okay. This is dicot seed because it contains 2 cotyledons. Right. It contains seed coat. I told you. It contains seed coat. Right. There are 2 seed coats generally. Seed coat. Outer seed coat and inner seed coat. Outer seed coat and inner seed coat. Outer seed coat is called testa. Inner seed coat is called tegmen. I told you, a dicot seed also contains 2 parts, seed coat and embryo. The seed coat is divided into 2 parts generally, outer seed coat, inner seed coat. Outer seed coat is called testa, inner seed coat is called tegmen. What are testa and tegmen respectively? What are testa and tegmen respectively? Outer seed coat is called testa. Inner seed coat is called tegmen. Okay. On the seed coat, on the surface of the seed, if you see, there is a scar. This scar is called hilum. Hilum. With the help of which the seed is attached to the fruit. There is a scar on the seed called hilum. What is a hilum? Hilum is nothing but seed scar with the help of which it attaches to fruit. Okay. On the seed, there is a pore. There is a pore like this. This is called micropyle or seed pore. Micropyle or seed pore. Understand? The scar on the seed is called hilum. Okay? Hilum. And there is a small pore called seed pore or micropyle. This is useful for absorption of water and also oxygen during seed germination. This micropyle or seed pore is useful for absorption of water and also oxygen during seed germination. Okay, now another part of the seed is embryo. I told you dicot seed contain two parts, namely seed coat and embryo. The embryo contain two cotyledons. The embryo contain two cotyledons and the cotyledons are fleshy. The cotyledons are fleshy because of storage of food material. The cotyledons are fleshy because of storage of food material. Yes, that is the embryonal axis. The embryonal axis contain two cotyledons. This is one cotyledon. This is another cotyledon. Okay? A dicot seed consisting of two parts, seed coat and embryo. The seed coat consists of two layers, outer seed coat, inner seed coat. Outer seed coat is called testa, inner seed coat is called tegmen. And inside that there is a embryo. Embryo consists of embryonal axis and two cotyledons. The embryonal axis consists of two parts, radicle and plumule. One end of the axis is called radicle. That is also called embryonic root. And other end is called plumule, also called embryonic shoot. Embryonic shoot. Radicle gives rise to root system. Plumule gives rise to shoot system. You know already all these. Radicle gives rise to root system. Plumule gives rise to shoot system. And this is called embryonal axis. This is called embryonal axis. Okay. This embryonal axis consisting of one end called plumule, other end called radicle. And at one point, the cotyledons are attached. And that point where cotyledons are attached is called as cotyledonary node. This point is called cotyledonary node. Cotyledonary node is a point where cotyledons are attached. And the cotyledons are fleshy, large, thick in dicots generally because of storage of food materials. Due to the storage of food material, the cotyledons are fleshy and thick. And in some dicots, endosperm is completely absent, and hence the food is stored in their cotyledons. Endosperm absent, therefore the food is stored in the cotyledons, hence cotyledons becomes fleshy. So this is about dicot seed, students. I think you have followed. So dicot seed, here very important terms are there. What is a hilum? What is a micropyle? What is a testa? What is a tegmen? What is tigellum or embryonal axis? What is a radicle? What is a plumule? What is cotyledonary node? Understand, all of you? Okay? And I will draw one more diagram for better clarity. All of you see here. This is the embryonal axis. Yes, this is the embryonal axis. This is cotyledonary node. This is cotyledonary node. Here one cotyledon and another cotyledon. So these are cotyledons. Cotyledons. Okay, this is embryonal axis. This is called cotyledonary node. Cotyledonary node. And one end is called plumule. This is plumule. Other end is called radicle. Radicle. And this part is called cotyledonary node. Cotyledonary node. And now see, two important terms here you have to identify. The portion between plumule and cotyledonary node is called epicotyle. Epicotyle. The portion between radicle and cotyledonary node is called hypocotyle. Hypocotyle. This is called embryonal axis, also called tigellum. This is the point where cotyledons are attached, called as cotyledonary node. One end of the embryonal axis is called plumule, that gives rise to shoot system. Other end of the embryonal axis is called radicle, that gives rise to root system. The portion between the plumule and cotyledonary node is called epicotyle. The portion between cotyledonary node and the radicle is called hypocotyle. Right? Then I told you endosperm is absent in some dicots. Hence food is stored in cotyledons. Therefore, based on the presence or absence of endosperm in the seed, the seeds are divided into two types. Based on the presence or absence of endosperm, the seeds are divided into two types. Namely, one, non-endospermic seeds, endospermic seeds, and endospermic seeds. Non-endospermic and endospermic seeds.